today's channeling is about death. And I'd rather say it's not about death itself, although it could be about passed on loved ones or the disease that precedes death itself. Here I'm talking about the energy of death or near-death experiences. And I remember not long ago, there was a tarot reader who spoke about near-death experiences, just mentioned that, and then she said, well, I hope it is metaphorical and not literal. Hopefully not. And then I wondered between myself and I was like, but near-death experiences happen almost all the time, and by all the time I mean one can get exposed to a near-death experience as part of a spiritual awakening. And I'm talking here about myself, and after experiencing that myself, I can tell by now that others also experience that. It is a very unique experience. You may start having unpleasant dreams preceding that or after that. But for sure there is something unpleasant within that energy, for sure. This is a challenging energy. Death energy is a challenging energy. It is it gives away, well, the sense of attachment that one has to his or her own vitality and life force. In near-death experiences, you feel like your own soul is about to leave your body. And you wonder, is it a bodily experience? Which means, am I about to faint and then actually die? Or is it about my soul trying to channel an ending for me? Is there an ending that I'm not sensing correctly, not perceiving, you know? It's a very perceptive experience. All of your senses are involved in a near-death experience. And for some reason your mind stops to follow up your thoughts. Thoughts just come in. I'd rather not say as intrusive thoughts, because it's not the point. But your mind works differently in a near-death experience. And as I said before, it's part of an awakening that one has, and I know a lot of people talk about awakenings and transformations, but this is different. The energy that I'm picking up on is really different. It's like the drama of life wants you to entangle yourself within it. And then there's a guidance of refusing to get yourself involved in life's drama and to be receptive to the gentleness of divine guidance. In other words, what I'm trying to say is the question, How can one be gentle in front of a lot of manipulation? And there's a feeling inside of me that is very hesitant to say manipulation, but it is manipulation. On a mass level, we are encountered with a lot of manipulation. How can one encounter that, or how can one refuse to entangle himself or herself within that drama, and to I don't know how to say it in English, but like draw oneself away with gentleness. And Padre Carli, this form of Carli, is here to bring that specific message that there's a lot of negativity, and one needs to acknowledge that we are surrounded with a lot of negativity, whether it's self-imposed or that others have imposed upon us. There's a lot of negativity, and there's like a collective hesitancy to acknowledge that negativity, and in contrast to stays in some kind of blissful ignorance that light is all around, and positivity will conquer whatever situation you might find yourself in. But the truth is rather different, I would say. So near-death experience or death energy that is very prominent here in the collective reading, it's here to say that, first of all, pay attention to what is happening in your natal chart. A lot of readers have been speaking of how magical this time of a year is. Here it's fall, and in short time we will be moving into winter. One counters time, one stops to counter time, count time within that liminal space, which is another message of that death energy. When you feel like your soul is about to leave your body, you are in a liminal space. It's more of a dreamlike space. When you but you stop daydream about all of your ambitions and your wishes, but you feel the auspicious time of it, the auspicious state of mind of it. It's here to celebrate endings, but not in a blissful way. It's here to tell you that there's a reason behind why you are still ruminating in the past, why the past still conquers a very crucial part of your present day life. There's a reason, because I shuffled cards and the Six of Cups, Six of Water, kept coming in and through a different set of decks. And it seems like it's an energy that is accompanying the collective, or at least the collective that I'm connected to right now. The past. So there's a lot of questioning, a lot of questioning in regards to what insights does the past hold on for me. Am I proud for the achievements? Do I feel proud about the achievements that I have experienced? Do I know how to recognize where I made it through and where I failed to do so? There is a liminal space where a lot of questions come through, but there's another energy, which is Padre Carli is here to deliver the gentleness, the soothing energy that comes through releasing and letting go of the past. And I know a lot of channels speak of that, letting go of the past, but it's not that easy. It doesn't stop by acknowledging the insights and the lessons that you have gained along the way. It doesn't stop there. The past has a hold on us in ways that sometimes we cannot perceive. Sometimes an energy keeps attached to us, keeps on being attached to us without actually us feeling that. Maybe we have certain feelings, but we're not consciously aware of that, and then it feels hard to acknowledge its presence. It feels hard to acknowledge the presence of the past energy within our mental space. The breakdowns, the failures, the incomplete awakenings, the refusal of speaking one's own truth and standing up for his or her authenticity. And here we have spirits of passed on loved ones, so my condolences if this is something that happened recently or even long ago. But there's an echo here of people that are trying to communicate with their loved ones, and it seems like their loved ones are oblivious to their presence. Death is not the end. And a lot of religions actually tell us, and societal programming about death, there's a lot of suspicions about death or around death, It's like your life is measured by how much you do for your own death. And this is a religious concept. This is actually a literal translation from the Arabic saying that one shall do throughout his lifetime things and offerings that can help him meanwhile he is in his or in her grave. These suspicions don't serve our highest good, because they keep us captivated in our thoughts, fearful thoughts of death. And then we cannot rest. I mean, if someone fears death, they cannot truly rest. They don't know how to rest. They actually turn to be restless, and this is a collective thing that we're facing right now. People feel restless. They cannot give themselves time for themselves. And I'm not talking here about extroversion and introversion, but it seems like the death energy is here to invite us inward, but also to cherish the connections that we have in our lives, the connections with people in our lives, with humans, like-minded people, the connection, the interconnectedness between human beings in general, a love for humanity, and then cherishing the world behind the human civilization, which has its own consciousness, and it's coming through also in here, that there's an awakening within earth consciousness, that the earth is raging and wrathful. She feels wrathful now in regards to what assaults are we practicing against its will. And I'm seeing its will, I don't know why, but I'd rather say she. People are dying all over the world, not just due to wars, but also due to their blood are being shed ruthlessly. By ruthless mean spirits. By spirits I mean human beings. Have you ever thought about blood, for example? Because I'm seeing here the color red is very prominent. Have you ever wondered what mercy is? And Mother Mary is coming through. Number 50 may be important. The month May is coming through. There's a gentle breeze. Death energy brings a gentle breeze, which sounds very poetic, but I will leave you with your contemplation over that. When you experience breeze, what do you feel? How does it feel like? So there is an awakening that transforms our perception of abundance, what abundance is, and why do we always get ourselves very concerned about money, for instance. And this awakening is shifting our perception of how to rest, of how to go inward, but still having an eye on our beloved ones, especially those who have passed away. Having an eye, having compassion for the earth itself. So if you still live in your homeland, you are blessed. This is also a message that you are blessed if you still have the opportunity to live in your homeland. There's a lot of wisdom to be gained. Lots of rituals that you can do. I will switch now to the other deck. Yeah, here we have Bond. Number 31 is coming through. Number 1 is coming through. Figure out your lucky number, for example. I'm shuffling the deck. Fear not, fear not. Shed that feeling away. Give away, sit down in your comfort zone and just shed away the fearsome. Yeah. Simplicity is coming through. Against all the manipulation that mass media is, I'm hearing conjuring. I won't get into that, but it really has an effect of a spell, is what I'm hearing. Keep it simple, which means keep on connecting with like-minded people. Keep on cherishing the earth. And most of all, protect your mind. It's a very powerful, it has a very powerful capacity. Our minds have a very powerful capacity. Rabbits may be important for someone. Rabbits. Yeah, and then acknowledge your achievements. Someone may be seeing a lot of mountains in different contexts, maybe through movies, maybe you live where in places where there's mountains. The stone or the crystal amethyst is coming through. Try to work with amethyst. It will help you release and balance. Balance the masculine and the feminine within you. And if you're wondering what's coming your way, it's a gift of healing. The gift of healing. The gift of healing. One more card and we'll close this out. One more card. Oh my gosh, the blood. Blood is about family. Maybe root chakra, Root chakra influences the third eye. And the concept or the theme about visualization came through yesterday's reading. It affects your capability of creativity, of creating. If your root chakra is out of balance, which means you're not performing in your full authenticity. And if you're not performing into your full authenticity, it makes your root chakra imbalance. And if you feel that, it's not you feel, if it happened to be that you got exposed to injustice throughout your life, try to work on your root chakra, with whom you are in contact with. Alright, we have here cycle with snakes and travel with butterflies. toxic is at the bottom of the deck. Vision, yes, and wealth. Your concern about money is disturbing your soul, you know. It is disturbing your soul. Listen to your soul. Set an intention to draw up the deep inner resources of your soul, because your soul is resourceful. Try to imagine a well. Try to perceive yourself as a well where the water deep within is clean and can be utilized for healing, for one's healing. So this is the message for today, people of grace. I hope it helped, and I hope you found resonance in it. Thank you.